What you mean?
Yeah, when PJ has to pick them screens up, he won't watch a nigga play, bro.
I know you watching me play, but I ain't tripping off of it,
No, I'm talking about like he screenshot.
Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. They want to run it left here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll try to snap it quickly. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're trying to get to him. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
A designed run for the quarterback. Off he goes. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
The defensive line just is not physical enough against the run. Too many guys getting pushed around, too many guys not playing with great gap integrity, and the linebackers aren't able to fill. That's been a problem when trying to stop this running game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Number 5 in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Auburn lines up quickly. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ramsey.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback will audible. After the run, now to throw. He's taking the shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one.
Colorado 7, Auburn 0.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. It's a flea flicker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way.
He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Tackle was made after the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn lines up quickly. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Auburn.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Woolen. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. He's looking to throw it. Dances away. It's complete on the right side. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Quick release by the QB. At the 45 on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry up. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Keeps headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Going to run it. It's Kane. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They want to get this defense on its heels. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making the play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! What a catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to USF. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. They move the tight end all over. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the move. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's right on target. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third.
Auburn, 17, Colorado, 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado. They've got the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage? I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Colorado.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Moving away from pressure. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gets it out fast. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They went right back to him, and he went right back down. It's going to be 3rd and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock. And
he will take it in. Touchdown, Bucks!
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just...
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Colorado, 35.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. On the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. That was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Buys a little time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll throw it on first down. Dances away to buy time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
A run for the quarterback. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. Coming after him. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Auburn lines up quickly. This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Marches ahead. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.